first participant to come up for speaking.
Okay, is it compulsory that that person should be preparing for that exam?
No, exactly. Like, certainly not. Because even it is just to know the art of answering. Because when I could see that people are indulged in communication or discussions, they actually don't uh, put in front the main idea, but everything else is described. So basically, the extra information is more as compared to the main content. So the reviewing of your questions would enable you to see through your ideas and your presentation.
Okay, I would like to
The
give it a
purpose.
try.
Sure. So the topic of discussion is computer. So tell me, when did you first use a computer?
Okay, when I was in my seventh standard, uh, at that moment I bought a second-hand computer.
Hmm.
Yes.
Why?
Uh, like my father thought that it is important to give student of my age a computer like my friends were having. So in order to learn the basics, Microsoft Excel and all those, like uh, there was a topic in our course. It was of Q Basic. It was a programming which is a part of syllabus for ICSE student. So in order to practice those programming, my father bought that for me.
Okay. The next question is, do you think computers are bad for your health?
Computer is a bad feeling.
Do you think computers are bad for your health?
Yes, it is. Like I can explain it for hours, like how it can affect your body. It can affect your each and every part of your organ. To like, uh, would you like me? Like, should I explain it?
Definitely, you can. Try to keep it a bit short if you can.
Yes. See, this is based on a true incident that happened with me almost 2 years back. Uh, I'm 2 years back, I developed hypertension. Okay, so I went and consulted to a cardiologist. He's one of my teacher right now. So, like the first question which he asked, like people of my age doesn't develop hypertension. It is something that happens after 50 years of age. It is quite common at that age groups, 40, 50 years later. So the first question he asked that what is your screen timing? So see, it is going to affect. See, the thing is that if you are using it for a longer period of time, your sleep cycle, your sleep quality will be decreased because it will be affecting certain hormones in your brain, in your eyes, that help you to get good quality of sleep.
Okay.
And if your quality of sleep is not good, then you will be in a stress. Okay, next
Okay.
day, and if
So
that
tell me.
prolongs,
Okay.
then like it will alter your heartbeat, it will alter your stress hormone levels in your body, it will alter your cognitive ability, it will alter your breathing pattern, and various stressful hormones in your body will increase, and over a period of time you will develop many disease.
Okay. The next question is, what purpose did you use your computer for?
Only for two programming language uh, which was there in my syllabus. One was BlueJ, other was QBasic. Like, and the third one I used to play games on my laptop.
Okay. Described well. In all the questions, your grammar is pretty good. The presentation, though, can be improved by using certain connectors in between because you're using individual sentences, which would not create a better impression in terms of presentation. And the next thing, when you were describing about an incident, I already told you that try to keep it a bit short. And I did say okay thrice in between. So when in an interview or in an examination where there are when they are judging your communication skills or you are appearing for something, when they say all right or okay, you should stop then and there. You should not continue any further, even if you haven't completed. You should stop because otherwise it will create a negative impact. Okay, so
Okay.
keep them short. And people do not grammatical mistake. And when describing about an incident, like he asked me what is your screen timing, this is a direct speech which you should avoid while communicating. He asked me what my screen timing was. Okay, something like that. And otherwise, you are good at English, but try to work upon your presentation and your content a bit to make it short. Okay,
May I try
so
now?
definitely Sambodh
I
next.
done.
Is that you? Rishi after
Yes.
Sambodh and beyond.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about clothing. How important are clothes in fashion to you?
Uh, Actually, it is for fashion purpose. It is very important because to match yourself with the societies, what type of life they are living, it is very important for me. And to go with the trends, what is actually running around you, that is important.
Okay. What kind of clothes do you dislike?
Uh, the clothes which are very fancy type, those clothes uh, I would not prefer to wear because those clothes have very different combinations of colors and very different designs are made into it.
Okay. How different are the clothes you wear now from those you wore 10 years ago?
uh, I try to wear some formal clothes rather than wearing just that old fashioned clothes like pajamas and that kurta like things. And to something pop-up style I like to wear.
Okay. The next question is what do you think the clothes we wear say about us?
Sorry.
What do you think the clothes we wear say about us?
uh, the clothes which I wear, I feel I personally feel that it should look decent, and as per the uh, I try to choose clothes which is as per the programs. Like if I want to move at some marriage, then I will try some different clothes. And for the doing some professional works, so some at that time I need some decent clothes which are little bright, but not that much bright, but it should look a little preferable.
Okay. Starting from the reviewing of the first question, how important are fashion and clothes to you? It you referred it in the first sentence itself. At least try to paraphrase it somehow or use the words clothes and fashion. And there's a lot of in your speaking. Try to record yourself and speak on the topic for at least 5 minutes, and then see how many pauses you are taking, and then try to overcome them. And
Hmm.
describing it from the perspective of a third person, like around me, what kind of trends are going on around me would be better. But you said around you, so I haven't asked question about myself, but you should describe it in a relatable way to you. Okay. The
Hmm.
second question,
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
first statement was good enough about clothes you dislike, but mentioning clothes like they have different designs, but that cannot be justified as a reason that you don't like different kinds of clothes because everybody does. So describe it in form of colors or unique designs which are not my type, basically, something like that.
Hmm.
Or you can also give examples for clarification. And the
Okay.
explanation of clothes you wear now were given well. And talking about the personalities of people related to their clothes, I think it wasn't much relatable. You have to talk
Hmm.
about how can a type of a cloth that people wear would
Hmm.
describe a person's personality or his character or his viewpoints or his thoughts, anything, any
Hmm.
idea that
Hmm.
you can get out of clothing style.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the next person, Rishi. Hope you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's discuss about the topic daily routine. So, what would you like to change in your daily routine?
So my daily routine as usual my last yesterday, but I would like to change in my daily routine is learning some new skills and talk with new strangers so I can grow day by day.
Okay, the next question is all your days same? Did you get the question, Rishi? I'll repeat that again. Are
No,
all your days the same?
uh, yes, you can say not same, like kind of same.
Okay, why?
Because actually, I recently left my job and start preparing for new interviews. So yeah, but yeah, nowadays I interact with more than people and try to ex more than extrovert before I am.
Okay. The next question is tell me about your typical weekday and your typical weekend.
For me, like typical weekend is nothing. Like I never uh felt like this. Yeah.
Okay. Work and study in your normal days.
What I study in my normal day.
Like, how do you create a work and study balance during the normal days?
So I'm very stick with my time. Uh, Let me finish that one.
Yeah, you may proceed.
So yeah, I'm very stick with my time. So if I start some novels, start reading novels and some reading articles, so I try to finish at a one time. And if I finish some things and all like articles and novels and books, so I try to think about what I got from the novel, what I get from the novel. Sorry, and yeah, that's how I study and
Okay. See, in this answer, there wasn't anything specified about the work. Or instead, if you're not having any sort of work, you can say personal and professional life. You can tell about how you create the balance between the two. Novels were explained, which was only your personal love about your personal life and what you do in the free time. But you have to talk about work and study balance, something like that. So it was a bit unrelatable. The third question, tell me about your typical weekday and typical weekend. See, everybody has a certain type of routine, or even if you don't, try to give the justification for that. As I work a lot, or as I don't stick to one thing, or I like to try out different activities or get myself indulged into learning new things. So that's why I cannot remind of something that I do every day. Well, on the weekends, I try to give myself some time to spend time with my family members, or I go out with my friends or something. Everybody might have some sort of weekday plans and weekend plans. And even if don't, then you should try to provide the reason for that. Otherwise, it would create a
I,
negative impact.
I was not able to think about it. I was not able to recall anything. I was
Okay,
trying, but
just take a bit of a time and you can just try to create imaginary ideas in your mind. Even if not, just take a second and think about it, that what can I talk about, because on the weekdays we might either be working or studying, right? And on the weekends it's actually the free time we have, so we will do some recreational activities or go out and have fun. So in that sense, okay, try to keep in mind these short kind of keywords. And talking about the second question, are all your days the same? They are not same but same. So a very confusing message was given here. You didn't stick to one idea. You can say it is same sometimes, but sometimes it gets a bit different according to my academics or according to my workload. And then describe the reason that when it becomes the same, why, and when it doesn't. So what are the other things you do? Okay. Try to have
okay,
more information. That I will recommend you as of now. Because if you will provide me
yeah,
with more
okay.
content, I'll be able to filter your information that this is the thing you need to talk about and this is the thing you can leave behind. That's all.
Actually, I was trying, but I forget everything that time.
Basically, many people go through this thing when they are speaking for questions in discussion. They just like try to explain everything, but in question you are restricted to certain ideas. So that can be a bit of a challenge or a task.
And you know what is happening with me? Like if someone asks me questions and that time I feel nervous. I don't know
Okay, but
why.
I would say there is no cure for nervousness. You have to confront yourself that how long am I going to be nervous? Because when I take sessions, sometimes I also get nervous. So it's same until and unless you get yourself involved more and more into that same thing which is making you nervous would be helpful. Otherwise, if you will get nervous and will be same throughout, you won't be able to do that. It's just a matter of a second to make you believe that yeah, even if I'm nervous, I will speak. Even if I'm wrong, I will speak. Or don't try to look at the participants in the VC. Try to look at the wall or anything on which you can focus, because in this session you will only hear my voice and your voice when your turn will come. So there is no purpose of looking at other people or looking at the number of participants joining or the people who will be judging you, because nobody here will. Okay,
Yeah, I don't think about other people, what they will gonna judge me or not. I just with my
just
conversation with
confront
you and
yourself that what
yeah.
is the reason for nervousness. Is it the fear of judgment or fear of making mistakes? And if it is fear of making mistakes, just be comfortable with making mistakes, because nobody is perfect,
So
neither me.
yeah.
Yeah. So is another participant?
Yes,
I
I
wish to
want to
go
be
next.
next.
I will also join.
Okay, another
Yeah, I will.
first, then Sneha, then Arjun. This would be the turn according to the time. Yeah. Mm, okay, another. Hope you're ready.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So the topic is dream. How often do you have dreams?
I often have dreams. It's from it's from my childhood days. There are many people who do not see dreams, but I often have dreams. Yeah, and most of my dreams are very pleasant. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's very unusual, some awkward. But yeah, it's good to have dream. I have heard like if you see dreams often, it means you're having a deep sleep. When you go into deep sleep, you see dreams. So I think it's a good thing, like if you're having dreams and yeah, you are sleeping well, it means.
Okay. So could you tell me what do you usually dream about?
Okay, I usually dream about very weird things. Like I went to a place, I'm going to a place I have never been to, or yeah, sometimes I even see people in my dreams I have never seen in real life or I have never came across in real life. And yeah, sometimes it's also about something I'm thinking very frequently. For example, if I'm worried about something, if I'm worried about assignment, or if I'm worried about something, so I also see that in my dream. So yeah,
Okay.
usually these are the things.
The next question is why do some people have nightmares?
There can be many reasons for this, but I feel childhood, one of the reason could be childhood experiences. If a person had something unusual or something scary, like in their childhood, so it depends on the experiences. If you have had some bad experience in your childhood, then when you grow up, you can end up having nightmares, or it could be because of some mental issues, or if someone is going through depression, anxiety, or anxiousness, then they might end up having nightmares. Yeah, it depends, but what I think is majorly it could be because of the worst experiences, or mental
Okay.
issues, mental health.
Okay. Is dreaming important to our well-being and health?
Yeah, I do feel so. I don't know how scientifically how true it is, but if you are sleeping well, if you are sleeping well, it means when you sleep well, you see dreams, you have dreams. So it is somewhere connected, and Yeah, and I think it's a very it's a good feeling when you wake up in the morning. You're like, oh, I saw this last night. I had this dream. So sometimes it's pleasant, sometimes it's weird, awkward, but they are connected, I feel.
Okay. As a basic speaker, you're very, very good based on your grammar, your coherence and cohesion, and your pronunciation and your vocals are great. And even your tenses are great. Well, describing about the second question, like what you usually dream about. I went to a park or a place, something like that. So it was, they were talking about usual. That would be that you will be talking about tenses in general. So it would be present tense, as if I'm going. Okay, the situation will be described in the present tense. So keep in mind these are small kinds of mistakes, and your content is very, very good. But the presentation, though, can be improved by adding some connectors because you're having much more content to deliver. So you should try to lessen your content and provided it with a better presentation. So for that reason, I would say complex connectors and compound connectors would be helpful for you. So try to do that. Okay.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. It means a lot. You're doing a great job.
You're welcome. Thank you for the compliment. So the next one is Sneha. Hope you're ready, Sneha.
Yes, I am ready.
Great. So the topic is eating habit or food. So what are your most favorite foods?
Yeah, my favorite food is miss. Oh my God, I forget the word. Like fast food. Yeah, fast food. Yeah, this kind of food. Yeah, I like. I know this is not very harmful for the health, but yeah, I like.
Okay. So tell me what kind of fast food do you like?
Mostly momos, chow pasta. This kind of food I like.
Why?
Sorry.
Why do you like these kinds of food?
Okay, why? I don't know why because taste is so tasty. That's why I like.
Okay. Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
Both, yeah, both places at home also and restaurant and outside when I used to go. So yeah, definitely, yeah, I ate.
Okay. Do you think people should be careful about what they eat?
Definitely, they should careful because it's sometimes very harmful also for the health. So yeah, they should be careful.
Mhm. Okay. Let's come towards the reviewing now. The first question, when I asked you, what's the most favorite food? And that, when I'm asking you about your most favorite, you talked about the category, fast foods. Try to explain about the content as well.
Fast.
Like what in fast food, what kinds of food or what kind of countries fast food you like and why. The reason should be given without asking. Okay. And
Okay.
um, your repetition is there sometimes in your sentences like my favorite food is
Hello,
fast food
Fawad.
and then you told yeah I like fast food.
Hello,
just
Fawad.
just a
Okay.
moment.
Okay. I will take care.
And also the another thing is that just a moment, who's this person speaking with that name K? Try not to disturb in between, you can speak afterwards. Yeah. And when I asked you that do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant? So you said both. Yeah, I like both. But you have to provide the reason. On what occasions will you prefer homemade food and when you will prefer the restaurant food? You can say, well, I like both in general, but as I'm a health conscious person or if I'm a foodie, then
MC,
I prefer to
MC,
have
please help me. Help me.
after a while. Okay, so yeah, when you're talking about your preferences in food, try to provide the reason as well that on the weekends I'll prefer to eat in restaurants. Okay, but on the
Okay.
other days of the week I will prefer homemade food as it is healthy and
Hmm.
also I nutrients required for my body. That can be given as a reason. But try to give more content because you are giving the main content that the question requires, but the explanation is very less.
Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's my first time, no, so yeah, that's why I can't explain very well.
But
That's
I
why
could see in the beginning you were a bit nervous, but later on you went on with the flow and it was really good. I appreciate that
okay.
you did put efforts in speaking, and I'm
Yeah,
expecting you to speak every day, okay? The same.
thank you. Thank you for
Welcome.
appreciating me. Yeah, definitely I will do better.
I'll
Okay.
be expecting you. Okay. So who's the next participant after Sneha? Arjun. It was Arjun.
Arjun.
Yeah, you're here. Hope you're ready, Arjun.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Whoever interrupts in between will be muted, and after the session, we will unmute to listen what they had to say. So please keep this in mind. When I ask you to call out your name and unmute your mic, only then do it. For song, you will be muted till the session. Okay. So the next topic is friend. So tell me, do you prefer to have one particular friend or a group of friends?
Well, I mostly prefer a group of friends because it is where I get to enjoy with them my leisure time, as well as we can remember the good old days we had in school or college, and talking about settings of things related to food or games, which we are much more interested into each other's
Okay.
conversations.
So tell me, what do you like doing the most?
Well, in my leisure time, I mostly spend time going to gym and just keeping myself fit. And apart from that, I usually go with my friends to the nearby beachside and spend a splendid time up there.
Okay. Do you think it's important to keep in touch with childhood friends?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Do you think it is important to keep in touch with childhood friends?
Well, of course, yes, without a doubt, because it is where we could build a great relationship bond for our coming future, and we could also maintain intact with the person we have known for a long period of time.
Okay. So what makes a good friend?
No, well, a good friend means being trustful, honest, and being open-minded to each other. So I think apart from that, he should be much more like uh, being helpful in every arduous situations.
Okay. The next question is are your friends mostly of your age or of different ages?
Oh, well, it's quite hard to say because I have a large group of friends. It consists of all kinds of age, like about like elders, then evenly my age, and so I think mostly my friends are about my age because it is what I get to communicate and get more thoughts and ideas from them and suggestions over certain matters. So I think it is quite helpful for me to run along with it.
Okay. The first review would be related to the first question. Your first question was answered within a one sentence, and connectors were adding on, and you were explaining at least like 4 to 5 ideas within a sentence. I would
Yeah.
say it's a great ability, but try to create other sentences, because if you will be making one sentence, it would be a compound or a complex one. So you won't be
Okay.
getting a chance to experiment with different sentence structures. Okay. And the
Okay.
next
Okay.
thing would be intonation. I guess I've told you this thing earlier as well. They try to work upon your
Yes.
intonation a bit, proper stress on some of the words, and sometimes speaking sentences a bit at a slower pace and sometimes at a higher pitch. So that can be helpful because
Yeah.
your content, if I compare it to IELTS aspirants, it is very good, but you have to make it excellent in order to achieve your desirable band score. For that,
Okay.
use idioms, phrases, and some of the vocabularies. Okay, it should be
Okay.
more interesting, and for that, you need to use some catchy sentence initiators. Okay, I did tell you that we'll have a full session, and I will
Yeah,
tell you the day because you're having your on 7th Jan, right? So it's
yeah,
20 December. We'll
it's
start.
LRW actually, but I'll be having soon, like after Christmas, most
Okay,
times.
we'll start within a day or two. Like by
Okay,
tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will start, and it will be regularly, like even on Sundays. Okay.
okay,
So
sure.
don't worry about that. We will see the changes that you need to do, and I'll recommend you some of the sentence initiators and everything according to the performance you are given in all the three parts. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. So you're welcome. So who's the next participant to come up? Unmute your mic and call out
Yeah,
your name. Money.
Rahul.
Yeah,
Money, then Rahul.
Yeah,
Okay.
me.
Money, hope you're ready.
Yeah, I am ready.
Okay, the topic is family. So tell me, who do you live with?
Okay, so my topic is family. So yeah, I am
It's
living.
about
Yeah,
question. Yeah,
okay. So
it
I
could
am
be a
living with
feeling.
my Yeah, I am living with my family.
Describe in at least like 2 to 3 sentences, like
Okay, okay,
there in
okay.
family and
Yeah,
why you like to.
yeah. I am living with my family. In my family, I am having 5 member. So I am a younger one, and I am having like I am have just like I am having elder brother and elder sister. So I learned many things from my elder brother and sister. So I love to enjoy with my family.
Okay. Do you spend time, much time with your family?
Yeah, sure, because family is important in our life. Without family, we can't do anything. And just like if we will do any decision or if we will do any hard work, so family will support us. That's why we are doing hard work.
Okay. Is your family small or quite large?
Yeah, my family is very small. It is not large.
Okay. So, sort of things do you do with your family members?
I'm not getting. Can you repeat once again?
Like, what kind of things you and your family members do together?
Okay, we are eating together. We are watching TV, and we are going outside with my family.
Okay. So the main thing to correct in your speaking is using usage of the present continuous tense. You are using too much of these, and these would not be relatable in these sort of questions, which are in general. You could simply say we eat together, and sometimes we even go for a morning or an evening walk. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So try to provide a content in a particular tense in which it is required. And when you were describing that I'm having 5 members in my family, I have sister, my brother, or sibling, or anything. Try to use connectors. I'm having 5 members in my family, which include two of my siblings, two brothers, or or two parents and one brother, something like that. Try to connect
Okay.
them by usage of connectors. And the
Okay.
second question, like, do you spend much time with your family? Without them, I cannot. We cannot do anything. Kindly describe it. We cannot proceed any further because we require their assistance at every stage of our life. Reason should be given. Why we can't do anything without their assistance or without them. Reason should be there. And the last sentence was not relatable. Like that's why we are doing hard work. Hard work. It wasn't asked about hard work, but it was only about spending time with family. So it was a bit off the sentence, but I would say that you try to describe a topic. It's usually like a very good, but try to filter your content. Okay,
Okay.
even if it is
Okay.
short, no issues, but it should be totally relatable. Okay,
Okay. Next time I will do. Thanks for your
okay,
support.
you're welcome. So the next participant is Rahul. Hope you're ready, Rahul.
Yes,
Okay, let's discuss about film or movie. Are film stars paid too
okay.
much money in your opinion?
Yes, definitely. Because once in a year or 2 years, they make a movie, and definitely they get a huge income for that, because there is a lot of hard work behind that movie.
Okay. You'll have to answer this again because I'm asking your opinion. Do you think they are paid too much or not? And if yes, provide the reason. And your opinion that should we pay them that much money or not?
Okay,
Yeah,
can you repeat the question?
definitely. Just a minute. Are film star paid too much money in your opinion?
Yes, in my view, they are paid a very huge amount because they get a movie once in a year. No one can make movies like multiple movies in an year, so they get more income.
Okay.
Mm.
So do you think there is too much violence in modern movies?
Yes, because yes, I think that there is a lot of violence in modern movies because most of the people, audience like this kind of movies, and that attracts them the most the violence regarding the action, and people are much into these action movies.
Okay. What do you think about film censorship? Is it necessary?
In censorship.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is necessary because most of the children also watch the movies, and they go with the family, so it is necessary to keep the censorship.
Okay. What was the last film you saw?
The last film I saw was uh, it was Drishyam 2, and it is based upon a murder case, and the actor and his family escaped from that murder case, so I saw that movie.
Okay. What do you know about Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay, in Hollywood, like there are international films in like English language, and actors from the like foreign countries play the role in that movies. Act, sorry.
Okay. Let's review it now. The first question: are film stars pay too much money in your opinion? And that does mean that much more than they actually deserve. And you told that nobody can do more than one movie in a year. Some people even do two to three. So
Yes, ma'am.
that would be a bit wrong. And you should say that they are paid too much and they shouldn't. Or if they get money that they deserve because they require to put a lot of hard work. They have to change their physique, either gain weight or lose weight, which requires lots of hard work and time.
Yes.
And this is the reason why they are paid too much. So try to provide with that. And violence in movies was explained well. Violence related to action. Mm, that was also a very good point there. The third question about film censorship, is it necessary? They go with their family. I would say,
I didn't.
firstly, describe about
Yeah.
this. That nowadays there are many movies which involve the genres of psychological thrillers and some disturbing scenes which might be difficult for people or for children of underage to watch. So that's why I must say it's definitely important. Okay,
Okay.
because under the supervision of some certain people who provide with the censorship, it would be easier for everybody to watch a movie. The reason should be there very clearly.
Okay.
And the last
Okay.
film you saw, the presentation wasn't good enough. I watched a movie; it was related to this, and in which this happened. It was based on true incident when where or then you can talk about its story,
Yes,
which was
ma'am.
related to a murder case, and later on they solved it or they didn't. The visuals were extremely good, or the storyline was kind of appreciative, and it had many popular actors in it, which made it a popular hit or a blockbuster or something like that. So only general things should be discussed. We went to watch, it was this movie, and this was the genre, this was the story. So it is just making it in the form of sentences. Try to relate the previous sentence to the next one. Information should be
Okay.
presented in such a way. Okay.
Okay.
And
I
about
also felt
Hollywood.
that today.
Yes.
Okay.
And Hollywood topic, I watched, like, I know that you said people of abroad act in it. Certainly, that would be there. You can see, all I can think about while um, explaining this fact would be that Hollywood movies have much more action as compared to the other movies, and they have a very unique storyline. The actors are highly paid as compared to the Bollywood stars. And usually, one thing that I find the most interesting is that they never have songs in between, which can save up the time for the story. Okay,
Yes.
so that can be said.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Presentation
I also
matters the
felt that
most.
today I wasn't good.
Mhm. No issues.
The answers
We
was not
still
good.
have days for preparation and improvement, basically. Okay,
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
who's the next participant to come up?
Me.
Right, ma'am.
Okay,
Me.
Sam and then Robert. Robert Clive. Sam, hope you're ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if the first question isn't relatable to you, just ask me. I'll change the topic because it is related to job. Okay,
Okay, I'm ready, ma'am.
so can you tell me about the job you're doing?
Right now, I'm a student. I'm a student of MBA second year, and I'm also preparing for interview for getting job. So right now, I'm a student.
Okay, this topic would not be relatable. We'll change it now. So let's discuss about hobby. So what do you do in your spare time?
Whenever I'm free, the mostly I like to read the articles. Also, nowadays I'm watching English movies and like English video to improve my English nowadays.
Okay. How long have you been interested in this activity?
It's been more than 1.5 year. I'm trying to speak English because like during the COVID-19, my college was shut down, so I didn't have any work. Then I started to learn English. Whatever I'm speaking is it's happened just because of like hard work and dedication toward English language.
Okay. How much time do you spend doing this activity?
Nowadays my college is running, so that's why nowadays only I'm spending 1 to 2 hours on English speaking, like reading articles, watching English video, and also I'm doing practice in this group. Only 1 to 2 hours.
Okay. Okay. So how do you get benefit out of it?
Like when I started to learning English, to my pronunciation was not good. So that's why one of my friends suggested me to firstly you have to use like we have to read every day in louder way so that your pronunciation can be improved. Then after nowadays I'm also practicing like tongue twister so that my pronunciation and like articulation will be good. So I think this that thing is a very beneficial for me.
Okay. We're done with your questions. Coming towards the reviewing now. First question explained really well. The second one, though, hard work and dedication was put, but they only asked about the duration. How long have you been learning it? It's been almost 2 years, and I started it during the lockdown period. Like this, you can explain. Tell about the duration, 2 years or 3 years, and then you can refer to the time when you started and the reason was provided. Hard work and dedication can be said in another question when they're asking like what you did to improve the skill of yours. Then you can explain this. Okay, I did put my all my efforts and my dedication towards this language in order to excel in it. And your grammar is good. Explanation of every question was good. And one suggestion from my side: try to speak a bit more in a calm tone, because it seems you are speaking at a higher pitch, though it is required for intonation purpose, but it should be a bit calm. You should be calm. Otherwise, it would make you either seem a bit fast or nervous. These are the two situations when a person would speak fast and you're speaking a bit fast and it isn't calm. Try to speak a bit, not at a slower pace, but at a low pitch. Okay?
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. Because it will also make you seem a bit fluent. That's fine.
Okay.
So, yeah. The next person is Robert. Hope you are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So let's talk about health. What kind of exercise do you do regularly?
I try to do yoga and meditation every early morning, and also I try to include in that bhajans, because that gives me a good energy, a positive vibes. And also there are lots of mental exercises I do, like I try to think in the morning, like many things I try to think, different things. I just try to active my mind, and also I try to focus on the things, like
Okay.
sometimes I just okay.
The next question is what kind of exercise do you enjoy least?
Least, can you please repeat the question?
Like, which is your least favorite exercise?
Actually, my least favorite exercises mm, are not any. Actually, I enjoy every exercise. Whatever I do, I enjoy. So I don't think there is a least exercise for me, least favorable exercise for me. So yeah, there is no exercise which is least for me.
Okay. So could you tell me why is exercise good for health?
Actually, exercise helps our cells to regenerate. Like as we all know that we all are humans, and we are just doing random things. We are not we are not walking. Some people, many people are in this generation are not trying to make their health. They are not trying to like they just don't want to do anything. They are just silly persons, and it is just blocking their cells and their health. Like they are just randomly they are just blocking their health, and it is quite scary for them. It should
Okay.
be yeah.
Can
So
attempts to
you are
improve
talking about.
fitness and health be dangerous?
Sorry.
Tanim, why? Please wait for a while. We'll discuss about it. It's actually an IELTS session, and people are discussing the questions. Yeah. So your question was, can attempts to improve fitness in health be dangerous?
Can attempts to
Improve fitness
okay.
and health be dangerous?
No, there is nothing dangerous in that. It's up to you how you are performing the actions. If you are doing silly things while doing the exercise, then it's not good for you, for and also for your health. Everything in limit is good. If you are crossing the limits, then it's not good. Everyone knows this thing. So yeah.
Okay. The first question about exercises, you talked about mental exercises more. It was very good as an explanation, though in between a sound can be avoided. And exercise you enjoy the least, at least try to mention any, even if you're not too much aware of it, you can say push ups are not my most favorite ones. Okay, something like that. At least you might know the name of exercise, or I don't like walking or running.
Okay.
Anything you can
Okay.
mention, because everybody might be having a favorite thing to do in exercise and the least favorite one. So try to do that. And there was repetition in this sentence. Sentences to speak, that's fine, but avoid repetition. The third question, Peoples and persons. Either it would be a person for singular and people for plural. S will not be with either of these two. And in this question, negative thing was explained more. Like I asked you uh, about this thing. Why is exercise good for health? So you talked about exercise being good less, and people who are not doing exercise about that. You explained that they are silly people. They try not to improve their health, and they have negative impacts on their body. So negative side isn't asked at all. You can do that, but only when you are having a discussion. But the main requirement should be talked about first. We should say that it's certainly important because it helps us to maintain a healthy balance between our mental health and physical health. If a person does that on the daily basis, it improves his physique, helps him to gain confidence. Many reasons can be given that why it is important, exercise specifically. Okay, so negative sentences, avoid that.
Okay.
But your explanation ability is very good. You can be a very good discussion person, but when it comes to questions and restricting your ideas and only filtering them and providing for better presentation, try to do these things that are mentioned right now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
that would be the review. And who's the next participant to come up? After 5 minutes, we'll be ending the session then.
Okay, I would like to participate.
Hope. Isn't your turn over
Yes.
again?
Yes, I would like to give a second chance.
I guess other
Ma'am,
people.
even I would like to participate, ma'am. M.
M. So M is the like he hasn't participated once. So hope will come towards you after we are done with M.
Okay.
No, I'm
Ma'am, I
also there.
just
Quark is also there. So after M, Quark, and then Hope. I hope it's right.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I just
Okay.
recently came here, so I am not aware of the topic.
It's not actually a topic. These are the Q&As, questions, and I will tell you how to answer a question. Like what are the mistakes you're making, how to present your ideas in a better way. It can be helpful for you if you are preparing for IELTS examination and also while talking professionally in a formal way or clearing out interviews.
Okay.
Yeah. So hope you're ready.
Yes.
The topic we are choosing would be hometown. Describe a place where you were born.
Okay. Okay? This is the task.
I'm asking you the question. You have to describe it in like 4 to 5 sentences, the most, and minimum 3 to 4 sentences with an explanation of it.
And how much time?
No time limit is there. Just 3 to 4 sentences. Describe a place where you were born. You can tell the location. It is northernmost part of in the northernmost part, and this is the name, and it has this kind of surroundings and quite comfortable for people or not, or lots of amenity. These kinds of ideas can be said.
Okay, madam, can I?
Okay.
Okay, Shwala. After we are done with the participants, because we have written the turns.
Okay.
Yeah. So M, you can proceed with this
Yes.
answer, or shall I repeat the question?
No, I'm okay with it. I'm going to
Okay.
explain.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so my name is Mayur and I am from Maharashtra. I born in Akola city, Akola, Akola, which is the eastern part of Maharashtra. You can also say Vidarbha. It's
Okay.
a part of a Vidarbha which has 11 districts.
Okay.
Most of the time, we have seen that some parts of the state wants to be separated from the main state. So this region is actually dealing with this, but most of the
Okay.
people don't want to.
We'll go towards another question. Tell me about the main types of building there.
Main types of building.
Yeah.
No, I can't say the building, but yes, there are some locations where you should visit once. Some religious places like temples and the other things. Like there is a temple like Shegao. Shegao is a temple of a saint called Gajanan Maharaj. It is too vast and very religious environment there. Even most of the foreigners come there to visit. So it's very auspicious there.
So, which
Okay,
part
ma'am.
of your
Just
country do most people live?
okay, ma'am. It's this task is like an interview. Like you will ask
Yeah.
4 to 5 questions, and I have to explain.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought only one question you will ask, and I have to explain. Sorry.
I told you that within
Okay.
two
Sorry,
to
ma'am.
four.
Please.
No issues. It's
Okay.
fine. So, the next question is which part of your country do most people live?
In Mumbai,
Why?
the
Good evening.
densely populated city. More than 1.80 crores people are living there because they need some opportunities and they have traveled from a rural background to the city to have a good life and jobs and to earn money.
Good evening.
So, who's interrupting?
If there is any admin in the group, try to mute people who are interrupting in between.
Actually, there is echo behind.
Yeah, I've muted that person. Okay.
Okay.
So, you have explained this quite well. Let's move towards another question. So, could you tell me what are the main tourist attractions in your country? M?
In my country, I mean, talking about India or my state?
Country.
Country. Okay. So,
Yeah.
specifically, I will mention about my state. There are several places, but in my state, there are various forts of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Pandharpur, different temples, dams, and Gateway of India, which is in Mumbai. Sorry, India Gate, which is in Mumbai, and Taj Mahal Hotel, and so many places to visit.
You gave examples back to back, but provide at least one sentence along with each and every tourist attraction. Well, the first thing that
Oh,
comes to my mind would be the whatever it is, like temple or what you talked about, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. That was fort or something. So talk about
okay,
it.
ma'am.
And then you can say the most popular one I would consider the Taj Mahal because it is a symbol of love, and every person who comes from abroad or any other country would specifically or definitely visit this place. Okay. At least one
Okay.
sentence for every tourist attraction. Even if you don't describe all of them, it's fine. At least one to two. But provide them with a sentence and a bit of explanation about what it is known for.
Okay, got it, ma'am. Now understood.
Exactly. And when I asked you about the first question, describe a place where you were born, I would say sentences were lacking connectors. There was one sentence, then the another one. It has 11 district. It is at this place, Akola place,
No, no,
and
no.
it is located in this district.
Uh,
So try to connect the ideas.
no, ma'am. Actually, I thought you are you have asked me one question, and I have to explain each and everything about it. So I was giving you the first idea, where is the state and what is the problem and why it is called Vidarbha. So I needed to explain the reason. That's why I was explaining.
No issues. But from the next time you can keep this in mind because they
Okay.
have just asked describe a place where you were born. So you will be but first of all you will be giving the name of the place, the location, and then like something about that place. It is well known for this and these kind of things. My parents shifted when I was young, or we can say we are here
Okay.
since
Okay, ma'am.
30 years or something like that. And the second
Oh,
question, types of buildings. If you don't have any in your region, try to say, well, we don't have any of the skyscrapers in our village or whatever, like city it is. But 40 kilometers away or 30 kilometers far, we have buildings of news channels or very famous MNCs. So there would be buildings at least at a certain distance from your place. So try to
Okay,
mention them if you're
nice.
not having at your
mhm.
places. Okay. Yeah. So I would say in the last two questions you did very good, but in the first two questions you were not having the idea that we are having a Q&A. So that was obvious. No issues.
Yes, ma'am.
But tomorrow I will be
That was the problem.
expecting. Yes, tomorrow I'll be expecting a better explanation of all the questions, just like your third and the fourth answer. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Yeah.
and thank you. Thank you for giving me this chance to explain. Okay.
You're welcome. So the next participant is Quark. Hope you're ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The topic is music. Which instruments do you like listening to most?
I think piano. Piano is my favorite one because it has also alpha beta waves that keep your mind relaxed. So every time when you want to sleep, you can listen those kind of piano musics. So I think piano is one of the favorite one. Yeah.
Ever learned to play a musical instrument at school?
Yeah, I was trying, but there were not that much musical instrument at present on my school. So I was studying in some religious kind of school. So that's why I didn't get ever chance of learning any kind of music instrument.
Okay. So do you think children should learn to play a musical instrument or not?
Yeah, children should play. I mean, children should think about their all-round activities, and if someone is learning something that might be helpful for their future also, because nowadays government is focusing more on the creative kind of things, and after 2030, they're gonna change the education system, and they will focus more on the co-curricular activities also. So that must be
Okay.
helpful for student to learn anything. Yeah.
All right. So could you tell me how important is music in your culture and traditions?
In culture, I think most of the time I have seen in my area, women are not working. So whenever they are going to the parties and any kind of the function, they just enjoy the music and all their stress goes because women are, always doing the home chores every time. And also music is important for the person who is studying also. And whenever he is studying, he can listen to those alpha, beta, gamma waves, and that will helpful for him also to relax his mind.
Okay. So how important is music in your life?
Important music has played a very important role in my life whenever I'm alone and sad, because I face a lot of challenges also. So whenever I feel like stress, I listen those kind of music, and it has helped me to improve my English a lot, because listening English music really tell you about the all kind of tones and slang which those kind of Britishers says. So it has played a very important role in my life.
Okay, very good explanation. You're giving coherence and cohesion is up to the mark. The
Okay.
grammar is very good. You're not making grammatical mistakes, though there are some very minor kinds of mistakes. Like in the second question, there weren't that much musical instruments. That here in this sentence is referring to the comparison, but the comparison isn't given. So you can simply say there weren't much musical instruments in my school. And third answer was having very good explanation about why this musical instruments should be made a compulsion for students to learn because of the
Yeah.
education policy and all.
Uh,
Women's, though women can be said. And the only thing that you need to work majorly on your speaking would be that you're speaking in a flow, but it is seeming a bit monotonous. You need to raise your pitch at certain points and then lower it a bit. So I'm
okay, ma'am.
expecting you to speak with intonation because everything else is perfect. The content, the grammar, the presentation, the sentence connectors, but these intonation can be a cherry on the cake for your speaking. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome. So hope isn't there, I guess. So we'll be ending this session for today and we'll see you at the same